really general and really basic, but a lot of times in the past, sometimes you'd make the right play or do the right thing, but you weren't always rewarded for it. And in 2K22, I feel like that's
It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Here's Jerome. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Jared Allen is out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Williamson. And it's Jerome in at the point guard. Now here's Williamson. Pass to Jerome. 4 on the shot clock. Now here's Lillard. On the league doors, we're seeing plenty of small ball, but some teams are going big. If you were a coach at this point, which way do you think you'd lean?
Well, Kevin, I think the best coaches maximize the talent at their disposal. And sometimes a coach philosophically may believe in, I emphasize the three-point line. I want to eliminate all mid-range shooting. I want to get to the restricted area and the free throw line. I mean, to me, I love playing a high-tempo, wide-open floor game. Let's let the players show off all their skill.
Here's Lillard, following the basket by Marc Gasol. And Lillard kicks to Williams. Back to Lillard. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
To the middle. And that one's good. Williamson.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I did catch up with the head coach of the Force. Zion Williamson's ability to make those big plays that turn momentum in games is a concern. Coach said Zion's teammates and fans get so fired up, you can literally feel the energy shift. We have to be ready to beat back those surges. That's going to be hard, Kevin. Zion keeps coming, and that keeps his fans in the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Hits it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside Gasol. .116 left to play in the first. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game grade wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Here's Dort. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in, and he stepped in the line, so they turn it over. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. Jerome passes to Allen. To the right side. From 18 feet away. The shot, no good. And the Force going the other way now. Floats it up for Williams. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
What I really love about this kid, Williams he's physical, he's explosive, and yes, he plays above the rim. He just brings that nastiness to the game.
Here's Jerome. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Pittsburgh pulls it in. In transition, here comes Pittsburgh. Nobody near Barnes. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Now, Williamson. Out left to the wing. Over Barnes. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. We're at the end of the first, Clark, in a close game so far. getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, when you consider how Pittsburgh is doing, your thoughts?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
They've got Marc Gasol. He's out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Zion Williamson is out there with Jared Allen. And it's Jerome in at the 1. Here's Jerome, covered by Lillard. There's the pass to Jerome. And stolen by Lillard. In transition, here comes Pittsburgh. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Force.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Here's Jerome. No points in the game yet for him. Valanciunas, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Lillard with it. He's got 7 from deep. And again, it's Pittsburgh with a 3.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Jerome, covered by Lillard. Pass to Allen. Williamson outside. Clock at 4. And stolen by Bull. In transition, here comes Pittsburgh. Barnes got the ball.
This guy is a sensational shot blocker. Jared Allen twice on the pipes.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And again, it's Pittsburgh with a 3. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's Jerome after Pittsburgh's three-pointer at the other end. Pittsburgh leading by 7. Lillard, the pass to Williams. Back to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Pittsburgh gets it back with a new 14.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Here's Jerome, covered by Lillard. Outside Gasol. 6 to shoot. Pass to Allen. Out to the wing. Elbow shot is on the way. And nothing seems to work as that one misses, and he's 0 for 5.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Here's Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here's Jerome. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Inside, here's Williamson on the money with the open jumper.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
And it's Pittsburgh with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room headed.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hello. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 16 points, 2 assists. And that should...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Harrison Barnes is out there with Williams. Then there's Bull. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Dort in at the shooting guard.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that, runs up against it, and then outworks them.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Marc Gasol is out there with Jared Allen. Then there's Williamson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Jerome in at the point guard position.
Difficult to guard and pick and roll. Zion's combination of mobility and quickness, along with that strength, just so lethal.
Pass to Bull. Now Barnes. Hits the three-point bomb. Barnes has got the lead up to 13 now for Pittsburgh.
With that deep stroke, I like Barnes' ability to switch between the 3 and 4 spots. Two distinct things in terms of spacing on the floor and the requirements of the jobs.
Here's Jerome. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Williamson dishes to Valanciunas. And there's the pass to Jerome. Back to Williamson. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set. Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. And here is Gasol, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game. Deep 2 from Williamson, and it's good off the back rim and in. Williamson's got 4 points this quarter. And so Lillard will bring it up for the force. Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media, global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Lillard left side. Shoots from 12. That one off the back iron and out. Allen outside. Passes it to Williamson. Kicks it out to Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williamson against Lillard, and the shot is good. The Pittsburgh League has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Williamson.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Pass to Bull. Here's Dort.
A clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Here's Williamson. That one misses. Good tee by Williams. Here's Bull. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Hard hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bol making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Here's Jerome, covered by Lillard. Here's Jerome. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And it's Pittsburgh riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Bol is out there with Williams. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Dort in at the 2-guard spot. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Jerome. Pass to Gasol. Valanciunas with the ball. Rejection. Here's Dort. He's looking for Lillard and finds him. He gets that one.
A guy who spaces the floor, but also willing to attack the rim. Lillard has confounded the defense all night.
Williamson in the post. Covered by Barnes. That shot missing. Pittsburgh leading by 17. Here's Dort. Barnes outside. The pass to Lillard. Back to Barnes. Offensive rebound. Here's Dort. And Gasol sends it back.
This guy, the defensive anchor, Marc Gasol, twice on the pipes.
And he comes up with the deuce. Williamson's got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, nobody between him and the basket on the break, and the pass was right where it needed to be.
Passes it to Bol. Here's Lillard. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. An even 3-on-3 break. Barnes against Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
That's just all Zion. Once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Williams. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. They get Marc Gasol.
And one thing Williams has, a lot of natural strength. You can play him physical, but most of the time he's going to win that battle.
Pass to Williamson. Makes it off the glass. Williamson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And Williamson, such a unique prospect from a physical standpoint, can get anything he wants in that paint.
Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. They're leading by 13. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And his job is to give them a spark with his scoring tonight, and he did not disappoint. They were going to keep going to him until the D showed they could stop him. And since they haven't been able to, he just kept piling up the numbers.
He'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. While the pandemic impacting earnings all over the NBA, Doris, the pain is felt, we think, most keenly by small market teams.
Across the board, Kevin, there are economic realities that the pandemic has forced NBA teams to look at. but always those small market teams depend on revenue sharing to compete. So now attendance is compromised and their ledger is affected even more. This is going to be interesting to see how this affects roster composition. Boy, we've got a lot of questions to be answered.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Force.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lillard.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Johnson, and it's Osman with the rebound. Now here is Dellavedova. Williamson. So it's Pittsburgh picking up the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed